Usually y'all like to start these showing my family tree, but I'm sure you all know who my pops is when I say his name, Shu-Samir. Right, so without saying too much, y'all know I have a lot to live up to when it comes to basketball, but I'm exploring something that you all haven't really seen from my family, especially on this channel. But trust me, I'm not the only one. This story has to start the summer before my senior year in high school, when my pops got word from his agent that he would be going to play in LA. Now, if you remember, my pops played for Charlotte, and that's pretty much where I grew up. Unfortunately for Charlotte, it was free agent time, and my pops wanted to get back to the West Coast, and he did, which meant I had to say goodbye to Charlotte and hello to LA. Now, outside of visiting family, I've never really lived on the West Coast, and everything was all new, especially when it came to school. Oh shit, I'm doing all this yapping and I haven't even introduced myself yet. My name is Danji James. Danji has a lot of meanings, but my two favorite are bullet and resilience. Okay, now that that's out of the way, here I am in Cali. And as a 5-star small forward, schools were reaching out heavily for me to come to their schools. Honestly, I just wanted to stay close to home and not really travel, and this will be my first mistake.
Shu-Samir, huge fan. And Danji, wow, what a blessing it is to have you both here.
Hey, we appreciate you, Coach.
Now, as the head football coach and the athletic director here, I just wanted to offer a proposition to you, Danji. And it's not something you have to agree to. Please don't feel pressure. I was wondering if you might want to play wide receiver for us this year.
I've never really thought about playing football.
And I completely respect and understand that. You're 6'5". You got bounce out of this world. And I know 6'5" might not be much in basketball, but on that field, your height isn't normal for the position.
What do you think, Pops?
Son, I had to let you be you. I can't make these decisions for you.
Have you ever played football before?
Yeah, like Little League, but not really much after that.
Sounds like you know enough for us to get you going. So what do you say?
Yeah, I'll do it.
And it sounds awesome, Danji. This is going to be a great year of football for you.
I'm excited. When do we start?
And we start today.
I'm so excited. When do we start?
Oh my God. You know, I should have known this wasn't going to be what I thought it was. Like, why was I so excited? Anyway, fast forward to the season, and what I quickly saw was Coach was right. At my height, I was towering over the defense, but there was one big problem. We sucked. Either way, first game of the season at home on 3rd and 7, I get my first reception of my football career for 25 yards, and I'm looking like a natural out on the field. 4th and 4, Coach doesn't really like to punt. I'm going for a quick drop, picking up the first before I get smacked. The play right after that, I'm not sure what the QB was doing, but I ran my route, and I'm not sure who bro was throwing it to, but it wasn't me, and there goes the drive. Turnover. Luckily, Goofy was back there to stop him before it turned into something worse. Back out on the field, and one thing about me was I was really good at blocking downfield. I always grew up, being tough, but I had a different type of strength as I'm laying out the defender on a QB keep. 3rd and 7, I'm calling for the ball, trying to make a play, but the line couldn't hold up, and it's back to the sideline. Back out on the field, we got 3 points on the board. I had nothing to do with it, but here I am, and I'm not sure what defense these guys are in, but I take the quick dot up the field for about 15 yards. Unfortunately, we went 3 and out. Defense got a safety, and here I am. Coach wants me to show off my speed on a go route. I scoot up to the line of scrimmage, and as soon as the ball gets height, I take off. No one can catch me. I look back, there's the ball. Insane 63-yard touchdown. My first ever in high school, and hopefully not my last. I had to hit my little dance on them fools, though. Fast forward, and I'm frustrated. We've been going 3 and out over and over, and we've managed to give up the lead. I know I need to step up, so on a slant, I come up with the ball, breaking a tackle, getting us the first. 3rd and 5, I got a streak, but at the last second, I decided to switch it up to something quicker, end up getting the first and some. The play immediately after that, I'm turning on the Jets, beating 2 defenders. QB puts it right in my pocket, another touchdown. Now, the defense can't stop running water, and we're back early in the 4th, and I'm just exposing this slow defense, grabbing another reception on the night. 3rd and 3, Goofy pressing me like he could keep up. Boom, I'm gone. Telling the QB throw one up. He does. It's a bad throw somehow, and we're back off the field. Then it gets worse. This is our last chance to make something shake. I do my little 1-2 and turn around, and the QB is throwing the ball to the opposite team. Like, bro, what's good with you? And despite everyone's wishes, we took the L at home. First game of the season was a rocky start. Coach was pissed. It was all bad. As for me though, I had a crazy 9 catches for 209 yards. I was really like that. Or at least I thought I was. Next game on the road, coach wants to focus a little bit more on the run game, which gives me time to work on my blocking, which I take pride in. As you can see, I'm really blocking multiple people as the QB takes off for a huge gain. We actually scored a tutty off the ground, and defense, as usual, can't really hold us down. But my favorite play coach is calling here, and I'm gone. This is why my name means bullet, as I chew up the yardage on a nice pitch and catch. 3rd and 1, I'm just running my route. We end up getting down to the 1 yard line and coach pulls me out after that. Back in the game, 3rd and 4, they're giving me too much space and I'm taking off yet again, picking up big yards to get us closer to the red zone. 3rd and 2, I'm being pressed. Coach wants a quick slant. I come down with it. Tough, crazy catch, keeping the chains moving. 2nd and 9 from the 9. I'm not sure what goes on back there, but I turn around and the defense has the ball. What a waste of possession, bro. Bottom of the 4th, and we just need to run the clock out, so coach is keeping it on the ground. I'm getting a huge block on the outside, and we actually get the first. 3rd and goal, coach is looking to score. I change my route to a quick slant, getting us down to the 1 yard line. Coach pulls me again. We do end up scoring, and this is our first win of the season. I got 5 receptions for 84 yards that game and my first star as a football player. Coming off that first win of the season, I thought this team was actually going to do something, but as you can see, we're already down 14, and on 2nd and 7, I catch a tough ball for a first down. At this point, I'm just out here for cardio because we not making nothing shape, bro. But on the go route, I'm open again. Defense really disrespecting me like I'm not the fastest wide out in the city. Maybe even the state. 1st and 10 from the 15, I switch my route, picking up 8 yards. 3rd and 2, they pressing me, and I love that. I know this a tutty. Beating my man off the line, something crazy. I'm calling for it. Drag my feet. Touchdown. Too easy. They gotta know to back off me by now. Not worried about the score at this point. Just here to get mine. Coach keeps sending me. They keep pressing me. I'm going to keep getting these results. Another big pickup. Next play, they decide to leave me open this time. Interesting strategy, but I'm gone. Come down with it. Easy 22 yards on the pickup. Coach, they pressing me again. Goofy, I'm beating him. Easy catch in the back of the end zone, and I'm back in the end zone. You feel me? Tutty. 2 minutes left in the 4th, and I want another one. Go route, wide open, getting us across midfield to the 42 yard line. Goofy's pressing me yet again, so I'm off the line, no problem. QB knows I beat him, and no way the refs didn't call this a tutty, because I definitely crossed the plane. But it is what it is. Coming right back out, 5-step drop, diving for the ball. 3rd tutty of the game, and I was in my bag. Wish the defense had a bag that would have made this game a lot more interesting. Nevertheless, I'm him for real. 11 receptions for 190 yards and another star. Now this is where the season started to go from bad to worse, and I'm really having to put my body on the line and make some of these catches. Sometimes it was really looking like the QB was trying to throw it to the opposite team for real. Bruh, if it wasn't for my playmaking, I'm not sure if we would have ever moved the ball up the field. The way I knew bro was under pressure and our O-line was not holding up made me a target he could really rely on constantly. And I think that's why I was starting to get some interest from some colleges wanted me to play football. I know it wasn't because we were winning. I think it had more to do with how valuable I was to this offense, grabbing 8 for 77. But every game I was looking to get better at running routes, helping my QB stay off the ground. And if he could deliver the ball, I was going to try my best to catch it. And 9 times out of 10, I would. And let's not forget, when it came to that run game, I was still a dog on them blocks, really laying folks out. And even though we were struggling, I was still out there fighting for every opportunity I was given like it was my last. Even with 20 seconds in a game on 1st and 10, I went all out, beating my defender. QB throws up a prayer. I'm coming down with it, even after getting popped. Like, they gotta see the effort. But we get destroyed yet again. I finished with 5 receptions for 90 yards. No lie, we were taking L after L, but I realized that no matter if we won or lost, if I remained an efficient target, I was going to get the ball. And not only that, the scouts were loving it. I was filling up my highlight reel no matter what. One game, we were down 38-14. And in the 4th quarter, 2nd and inches, I fire off yet again, beating 2 defenders, and it was off to the races. Now, you know they not catching me. Like, I was really like that, bruh. That game, I had 139 receiving yards. Game after that, 4th quarter, coach wants to tie the game up. Who do they call on? Me. Ran my route to perfection, getting the last-minute score, but for some reason, he takes me out. We don't get the 2 extra and another L. That night, I had 124 receiving yards. Another game, another situation where they're looking to me to come up with some points late in the game. Goofy pressing me. You know I shrugged that off and I'm gone. Break one tackle after the catch and the other Goofy can't catch me. But I'm starting to realize they lean on me when it's too late. The game was way over before this. I had 6 receptions for 129 yards. But when it all was said and done, I wasn't really stressing it. Let's be real. I was a basketball star. But now I became a low-key football star too. By the end of the season, I had caught the ball for 1,620 yards and 10 touchdowns. The most that school had ever seen, and what makes it even worse, we didn't even make the playoffs. But your boy did get 4 stars out of it, and the football letters were piling up. But I wasn't too sure if I was going to take them seriously or not. Like I said, I'm really here for basketball, and as the seasons change, you know what that meant. It was time to show these goofies what I was really about. Now y'all know I gotta get busy on that court. My dad being Shu-Samir, my uncle Bayou James, and my grandpa Vertical James, y'all know I got bounce. That's why on this season opener I had to start off real bouncy, throwing down my first 2 points at this new school. Now I started the game off slow, but all that was going to change going backdoor, head above the rim, catching my first lob. And they must have not have heard about me because they giving me too much space out the miss, and I'm cashing right back out. I love the ISO, and when I get the opportunity, I take full advantage of it and get to the rim. Euro step, easy bucket. But I don't know if it was because the team chemistry wasn't there yet or not, but we were struggling in this game. But you see, I get the steal and a tough lay on the other end. And although we would go on to lose this game, I got a feel for this team and how I needed to help out if we wanted to have a winning season. Getting blown out this first game was not what I wanted the rest of the season to be like. As I said, I'm a 5-star recruit when it comes to this basketball, and it was time to show why. Game 2, we're going up against my cousin, LeBrick James' alma mater, and you know I gotta show out so I can talk trash the next time I go visiting. Great defense leads to easy offense, rising up for the dunk, calling for the screen. We're down in this game, but this and one should definitely get the guys going. I'm playing great defense again, grabbing the board, pushing the break, calling for the lob, and Goofy tried to rise up with me. I'm putting him in my first poster at this school. ISO. I'm just toying with my food at this point, taking him to the rim, and bro, it feels so good to be able to do this compared to football where I gotta worry about 10 other people. But don't get it twisted, cause these the same guys I lost the football season with. They the same ones that's on this team. The way I really be catching bodies in the paint is something to be admired. I'm really a James, and they gotta respect it. Finding that baseline, going up with another crazy dunk to really set the team off. And I told y'all, I live for the ISO moments. Got Goofy on an island, simple spin, step back. I learned from my granddad. Watch my victims stumble, pull that jumper, whack. And there wasn't really much to say after that. Finished the game with 23-8-4. Our first win of the year. Moving along in the season, our first game at home, and we already starting off with a bang. Teammate getting a steal. Then I put Goofy in the rim, catching another body. Whoever was guarding me today, I could tell looked me up because he was jumping at everything, but still gave me too much room. The jumper falls. I would say I wasn't trying to do too much, but I'd be lying. Coming out of nowhere with a nasty putback on a missed shot, and they needed time to talk about what they just saw. Isolation time, and I learned this from my uncle Lacrosse. Quick, fighting my way to the basket, tough layup. I need that and one, ref. Come on now. Fast break, you know they not stopping me. Throwing it down hard, easy take. Fourth quarter, the game a little too close. I'm playing defense, off on a fast break, easy bucket. This team still thinks they have a chance. I'm calling for the screen. I see what I want, and that's a jumper. Give me that, and that's game. I really didn't even go crazy, but I ended up with 25, 7, and 2 steals that game. Now getting deeper into the season, and the team is looking like a well-oiled machine. We've been beating our opponents convincingly, and I was mainly responsible for that. But my body was feeling a little tired, and some games I needed to fall back, but I wouldn't. Like when I have this opportunity to smash on somebody and step over them like my pops did in high school, I gotta take the opportunity. And I'm not gonna lie, I did attack the rim recklessly, and I wasn't really listening to my body. That is until we were on a fast break. I'm thinking I'm going up no matter what, and it ended up costing me. When I came down from that layup, I felt something tweaking my shin. Like I knew it wasn't broken, but bro, my leg was in pain. I wanted to finish the game, but coach wasn't trying to risk it, and I had to sit there and watch my team blow the game I had worked so hard to secure, losing by 1 point to a team we should have slaughtered. Basically, my body was forcing me to take a break, Doctor said it was just a shin splint and I needed about 2 weeks to be fully healed, or a week and I could go back out, but there was definitely going to be some more pain if I chose the 1 week option. I don't think I had to tell you what I chose. I'm right back at it, out on the court against Union Catholic, throwing it down, not as high as usual though. Yes, I was in pain, but the pain of not making it to nationals my last year of high school would have been even worse. I love basketball and I'm willing to do whatever to get to the league, no cap. And it's not like my leg is broken, because I'm still playing great defense without fouling, pushing the fast break, catching lobs like everything was okay. And even though I couldn't jump as high as I wanted to, I was still pulling because my jumper was still money. Because in reality, all I really needed to do was get us in a good position to win the game, and I'm sure my team could handle the rest. And that's what they did. When I was ready to not do too much, I was taking my jumpers in peace, just pushing our lead even further. And when I did want to get busy, I did, spinning off, attacking the rim. And that was that. I wasn't 100%, but you wouldn't be able to tell. Dropping 24 with 5 boards, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. Here I am, back from injury. I was a different animal. I was back in rare form, and thank goodness, because this MLK team was different. We were in for a tough game, and I'm just glad the team came out to hoop as well, as I'm throwing down my first 100% dunk. And I didn't want to do nothing crazy. I know I needed to be consistent for the guys though. Taking off from the baseline, windmill dunk. It's crazy. Coming back from halftime, calling for the screen. Goofy goes under it. That means I'm pulling, and you know it's wet. This time I'm moving like Steph Curry, running around those screens from deep, and it's all net again. Back door. Gain throws me the lob, and I'm landing softly on my feet. I don't know why, but I'm feeling the shot tonight. Eyeball, dumbass boy. Coming right back off the screen. Defender catches up, but he's not stepping up. Too easy. Another 3. We on the fast break. Time running down in the third. I'm taking off for 28 points, and I'm doing whatever I want at this point. It's too easy. Y'all gotta know I play that defense too. Come off that ball, Goofy. Taking it coast to coast, and I wasn't close to being done. Out the free throw miss. Little 1-2 action, catching a lob for another body on the season. Even with time running down, I had no sportsmanship for my first game back healthy. Another filthy dunk to finish off the night, winning by 20. I dropped a crazy 36, 7, and 2 blocks. But the regular season had come to an end. I was named Gatorade Player of the Year, still ESPN #1 in my class, and all that I had left to do was win Geico Nationals, and my senior year would be complete. But for whatever reason, this was going to be a tough game for me personally. I was struggling. Getting off the bus, I was feeling good. I had been here before, but never could win it all. It was like I would play so well throughout the season, then get here and lose it all. This year, I wanted it to be different. Going up against a tough Dickinson team, I wanted to get started right away, and I do that with a nasty poster on 2 Dickinson players. But like I said, this Dickinson team was one of them teams, and they were looking to get me to foul out, so they were coming at me heavy this game. But I love I was able to rely on my teammates to help carry this load, and they were showing up when I needed them to. Because for whatever reason in that second quarter, bruh, I could not make the shots I'm used to making, and I'm taking easy shots around the rim. I don't know what my problem was, but I needed to get it together. But before I know it, the lead that we had coming into the second quarter was slowly dwindling, and I couldn't blame no one but me. Late in the third quarter, I'm finally getting back on the scoreboard, putting us down by 2. Scoring might not be in the cards for me right now, so I'm keeping the team involved, getting easy assists. Running these quick scoring plays coach designed for us, making the easy shots. Again, not trying to do too much. Calling for a screen, taking my time, seeing what the defense gives me, pulling the 3, and that's a bucket. Moving to the fourth quarter, both teams are locked in. Like, both teams are hitting crazy shots, making this one of the greatest high school basketball games ever. Down by 2, 45 seconds left in the game. I'm calling a play for my point guard to get open and make this tough shot. He comes off the screen perfectly, catches the ball, throws up a prayer, and somehow cashes the shot. Now we're up by 1 and they call a timeout. So off the inbound, after the timeout, I'm lit, and they think they gonna bully me in the paint. Well, I'm not afraid of fouling, and I'm shutting bro down. Refs letting us play, and I realized that. So on the other end, I take it to the rim tough, not expecting the and 1, and I put us up by 3 with 26 seconds left in the game. But we fumble the lead as Dickinson comes right back. gets the and one to tie the game right back up. I want the ball in my hands for the last shot and coach lets me get it. I'm sizing dude up, looking him in his eyes, and he knows what's about to happen, and even worse, he knows he can't stop it. I take off towards the rim, I rise up, and I'm quickly snatched back down. Bro dead ass fouled me with 4 seconds left on the clock. All I gotta do is make these shots, and I'm not trying to go to OT. So first attempt, you know it's good. Second attempt, I'm not wasting no time. All net. Dickinson has no timeouts left, and that is game. Your boy won nationals at my new school. And my senior year was almost complete. Football was cool, basketball was everything I wanted it to be, but I had some super tough decisions to make coming up real soon. I have some colleges interested in what I have to offer on the field and on the court. This is going to be a tough decision, but I'm just happy to be doing what I love and being successful. You guys let me know what you think I should do down below in the comments, but I guess we'll find out what happens in the next episode. It was time to make my decision on what I was going to do, and I cannot lie, I had no idea. So many coaches and teams have been in contact with me for football and basketball. There weren't too many looking for both. Real question was, did I even want to play both? That's something I had to figure out for myself, but before we get into that, somehow I was named an All-American in football, went out for that game, went crazy. What made more sense for me was that I was named a McDonald's All-American as well, and things were looking good. Okay, so I think I made my decision after I took a day or so to make up my mind, and I think I wanted to continue to play football and basketball at the next level. Now, I will say I did get an interesting email the other day that actually helped me get to this decision. I actually have a Zoom meeting with this coach today, so let me get back to the crib, set everything up for this meeting.
Hey, I gotta show respect to the GOAT.
Nah, I'm not the GOAT, coach. That's you. That's you, coach. That's you, man.
Hey, listen, we could go back and forth all day, but you know we here for the young man sitting next to you. Listen, the Lord has been good to me, and I'm blessed to see another day, which is why we're here. Gentlemen, let's get to it. 4-star wide receiver, 5-star small forward. How tall are you now, Danji?
I'm 6'7" now, coach.
Listen, I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I want you here. Coaching staff is excited for you to pull up, view the campus, the mountains, the atmosphere, and the opportunity. As you know, I had the opportunity to win a Super Bowl and appear in the World Series. I'm the only player to do that. I made history. I want to give you the opportunity to do the same. Come to Colorado, win a national championship on the field and on the court. You're a dog, and that's what I'm looking for. Shedeur needs a big target like you to get this offense going. You come here, you won't be sorry.
I'm a bitch. What can I say? That's all it took. Just thinking about going down in history as someone who could win a natty on the field and on the court had me hyped up. Then I had to come back to reality. While the Colorado football team had potential, the basketball team was kind of a different story. They both needed someone like me, and that was that. I had officially committed to Colorado.
Danji, I'm excited you decided to come to Colorado, baby. Wanted to let you know because you're such a great blocker and receiver. I'm moving you to tight end. It's going to be a great season, and we coming. Time to get to work, Danji. Give me back, baby. It's pride.
Now, start of the season, and I'm at my new position, tight end. Wasn't a bad move. Think about it. I'm a big target, super fast, and can jump out the stadium. This was going to be a breeze. 3rd and inches, Shedeur is throwing dots to Jimmy, working down the field against Auburn, who already had 7. The play after that would be a big moment for me as I'm taking off. Shedeur throws a steamer to me, and I'm scooting right into the end zone. My first touchdown of my career, and in this moment, nothing could take me off of the high I'm on. We got a field goal, and defense couldn't get a stop, so we back out, and Shedeur is continuing to throw dots. I'm impressed. Play after that, coach sends me on an out route 10 yards out, and Shedeur must have been watching me the entire time because the the ball was on the money. Big pickup. This next play, Shadur is making adjustments at the line, and he's back there looking like a pro. As I take off, streaking down the field, another ball on the money, and I'm diving into the end zone. It's unbelievable, bro. 2 touchdowns in my debut. Crazy. Coming to Colorado is the best thing to happen to me. Facts. Back on the field, and we have a chance to go up more, and Shadur is surpassing 200 yards with this reception, picking up the first and some. 3rd and 12 when in a bad spot, and we looking to pick up a first. Shadur is watching me the entire time, even in double coverage, delivering a great ball, and I come down with it. I'm about to make history with this reception, taking off full steam, finding a gap in the defense, scoring another tutty in my debut. Bruh. You can't tell me I made a mistake coming to this school right now. Like, who's really better than us? 4th quarter, the game is all tied up, and I'm not sure how we got here, but it's time to get this dub. 2nd and 9, we're barely picking up the first. Great pass to Jimmy Horn. 4th and inches, we need to pick this up. Great pitch and catch, and we do just that. Watch this great blocking from me, though, off the edge. I'm laying goofy on his back. Great 7-yard pickup. 3rd and 1, 1 minute left, and coach is calling one of my favorite plays already, and I'm taking off, knowing that I'm getting the ball. I'm jumping out the stadium for this one as I come down with yet another tutty in my debut game. 7 receptions for 184 yards and 4 touchdowns on my debut. Crazy numbers, and the season is looking great so far. Next game against Iowa, and they already have 3 points, so we gotta get on the board right now. Nice little curl route. I got to step on my defender. Easy pickup for a first and a lot more. 2nd and 12. We in a slight hole here. And coach is sending me on a route he knows I'm going to get major space. Unfortunately, I don't get any space. So I use my body to get the ball. And I'm off to the races, only to get brought down at the 4-yard line. Coach wants to put the ball in the air. For some reason, these goofies leave me wide open. Easy catch in the end zone. Back on the field, Iowa gets a tutty, so we got to respond. Shadur switching things up, sending me on the streak. I got one man to beat. I got a few steps on him. I come up with the ball before I get smacked, falling to the floor again. This is where things go terribly wrong for us. Shadur is eyeing me the entire way, cornerback watching him the entire time, and it results in a crazy 96-yard pick 6. And bro, we felt dumb defeated going into the half. But back from half, late in the 3rd, we're down big and we're looking to get the guys going. So on 3rd and inches, Shadur looking for me. I'm open for a half a second, getting us close to midfield. 3rd and 5, I'm hearing my calls and I'm taking off full steam ahead, curling off to the right, throw on the money. I'm coming down with it, catching my feet, turning on the jets, diving into the end zone. We trying to make this a game. Back on the field, and the defense comes through for us, and we need to move it into high gear. Coming off the line, steaming, pushing my defenders off me. I got like 5 steps on my defender. Perfect throw. I'm dragging some players with me down to the 20-yard line. Next play after that, I'm looking to score. Coach sending me on that route. I run past my defender, who's not even paying attention to me. Shadur throws one over the top, and that's a tutty. But unfortunately for us, Iowa runs the rest of the clock out, and we're sent packing with our first L on the season. Crazy 11 receptions for 279 yards. I was really balling. Moving ahead in the season, we're actually ranked 24th in the top 25. We've been winning some games here and there, and now we need to continue doing just that on 3rd and 11, picking up some nice yardage, getting down to the 43-yard line. 2nd and 2, Shadur sending me on a streak. I'm knowing he wants to throw up a prayer to me, so I'm just getting prepared. I take off, look back, and I'm climbing the ladder on this one, coming down with it, and I try to take off, getting stopped at the 8-yard line. Next play, I'm trying my hardest to get open quickly, but looking across the field, I see Jimmy has the ball in the end zone, and we're up on the boards first. Back out on the field, defense holds us down. We're looking to get back into the end zone quickly. Jimmy coming down with the ball, moving us to the 26-yard line. Then it's my turn to make a play. On 2nd and 10, no one is really guarding me close. I call for it, fighting my way into the end zone, scoring with time left to score again before half. And just like I hoped, we got the ball back late in the 2nd. I'm locked in. I want this tutty super bad. Taking off from the line. Defender is not close enough to break up the play. I'm outrunning the defender, not minding his business, and I'm back in the end zone. What makes it even worse, we still not at half, and I'm looking to get right back in. Too violent off the line, making my way into the gap of the zone, and it's a foot race. They not catching me. Flipping into the end zone like who really gonna stop me? And I'm right back at it. After halftime, I'm not running my route because I know I can outrun this goofy, and I do just that. Shadur tosses one up and it's back into the end zone. Listen, the way I torched TCU will be spoke about for years to come with a staggering 9 receptions for 337 yards. Now let's skip ahead further down into the season. We're now ranked 15 and going up against number 1 ranked Georgia. And we're down 3. I need to step up, so I'm curling to my left, making a diving catch to get a first down to keep our hopes alive. 2nd and 10, we need to tie this game up before half. Shedeur is sending me on a streak. I happen to be wide open, so I made the catch to stay safe crossing midfield. 3rd and 10, we got 1 minute left before half, and I'm in motion, brushes the lineman off, and somehow I get behind the defenders, making this a game, keeping our heads up, going into the locker room. We really have a chance to win this game. Then the unbelievable happens. Defense gets the ball back in great position. 19 seconds left. I'm making a sharp cut, getting open, and I'm taking off into the end zone. Like, bruh, at the moment, I'm so lit. I keep running on some Forrest Gump shit, and I just keep running to the locker room. We're back out on the field, 3rd quarter, 8 seconds left. I'm getting pressed at the line. Y'all know I love that. I'm creating space now. I'm being double teamed, but I got the step, and it's a foot race yet again, and you know they not catching me. And I'll back into the end zone. And we did it. We beat the number 1 ranked team in college football, 28-23. And I had 7 receptions for 170 yards. Now, after beating the number 1 ranked team, somehow we jumped to the 5th spot. And being here is huge as we face the new number 1 team in USC. If we can somehow take these guys down, we gotta be number 1, right? Either way, none of that would matter if we don't win, as I make a huge catch, getting us down to the 1-yard line. From the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal, Shedeur makes a quick connection for our first touchdown of the day, and hopefully not our last. Back out on the field, 2nd and 14, we're down 7, and we can't get in a bigger hole, so I'm running my route to perfection, catching the ball for a first and some to hype the team up to get going. Crazy backflip in the end zone. I'm 2-turn. 3rd and 9, I'm going for a quick short route. I can be past the line, getting us a first. The game is 14-14, 2nd and 13. Shedeur taking his time in the pocket. I'm being guarded heavily, but Jimmy makes a way, tiptoeing, getting us a lead in this game for the time being. USC keeping this game interesting, and defense is giving us no breathing room. On 3rd and 3, Shedeur throws up a prayer, but I go get it. Coming down hard, but I'm picking up the first. 1st and 20, after a bullshit call from the ref, I'm running a simple route, finding the ball over the middle, getting smacked, making 2nd down more manageable. 1st and 10 from the 20, another route straight up the middle, slight curl to the left, and I'm open, fighting to get to the 3-yard line. Then from the 3, I'm not sure what happened to the defense, but it's another tutty, and an easy one at that, and we're up by a score. Now it's 35-28. 3 minutes left in the game, and I'm in my bag, and I want to make a big play, so I have to make myself available. Beating my man, calling for the ball. Got some good blocks on the sideline, and I'm taking off for an incredible 75-yard touchdown, and that should tie the game up. What a crazy feeling to tie the game back up with such little time, and all we need is the defense to come through, and unfortunately in OT, they cannot get us back out on the field, and we lose to the number 1 team. Only thing we can do is hope we can stay top 5 for the playoffs. And luckily, we weren't the only teams that lost some important games, and we stay at the top 5 position, which means we get a chance to fight for the national championship, and to say I was excited would be an understatement. First game in the playoff run is against Oklahoma, and I'm not here to play no games. On 2nd and 10, I'm looking for the ball because somehow I found so much space in the defense, and before I can make a move, I'm getting taken down at the 32-yard line. 2nd and 11, Shedeur sending me on a go route, and you know I'm zooming, finding a lot of space, come down with the ball, get popped, but I stay on my feet somehow, and I'm off into the end zone, sending shockwaves through the stands on this incredible opening drive. 2nd and 8, Oklahoma got 2 field goals, and we got 1, but we're back at it. I'm exploding off the line, getting to the 2nd level, taking off, and I think I have everyone beat, and I start to celebrate, and I get stopped at the 3-yard line, and I know coach is pissed, and that just cost us a touchdown. Instead, we have to settle for 3. I blew it, and here we are, tied game, and it's all on me. We lose this game, it's really my fault. Shedeur making changes at the line, and I need redemption. I'm going long, looking up at a prayer, climbing the ladder, and coming down with the ball on the 4-yard line. Coach is looking at me to make it back up, and I'm stepping in the end zone. Easy catch. Nice quick pass from Shador. Bruh, Oklahoma is not going down without a fight. It's tied up yet again, and we got the ball with 3 minutes left. Shador giving me the keys from the line, and I'm attacking the gap in the defense, getting us past midfield, and we're looking to strike. But on 2nd and 6, I'm running my route, thinking I'm the one open, but somehow our running back is wide open and walks into the end zone, putting us up a score late in this game. Now all we need is defense to hold us down, and luckily they do just that. We are moving on to the next round in the playoffs. Our dreams are still alive. I had 8 receptions for 244 yards. Next game in the playoffs is against Coach's alma mater, Florida State, and as you can see, this game is already tight, down a score, and I need to tap in, and I'm doing that in a major way, getting smacked, but getting us over to the 33-yard line. The play right after that, Shador told me in the huddle to get open quick. So off the line, I'm out of there. Even though I get jammed, Shador already puts the ball in the air. Full speed ahead, I catch that bit and stumble my way into the end zone. 2nd and 8, back out on the field. We have a 1-point lead, and I'm ready to go. Easy slant, and I'm coming up with the ball, making a guy miss. He can't catch me, getting stopped at the 47-yard line. We run the same play on 2nd and 8, and I'm thinking I'm getting the ball, and I guess Shador was under pressure because he throws the ball to Florida State, and this was not what we needed right now. Not right now, bro. We got to keep our head up, and coach wants to run the same play again and keep getting me the ball. And as you can see, the results are there. 3rd and 6 from the 29-yard line. It's looking like I have my man beat before the play even starts. You know I'm taking off like a rocket right up the field, and I'm walking into the end zone. Let's make this a game right quick. But not only does Florida State make it a game, they win the game, knocking us out of the playoffs. And that's my football season. Tough loss, and even though I am a basketball player, I'm still competitive, and I wanted that. I wanted that win real badly. But I did leave with some hardware. I won Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year, as well as the John Mackey Award for being the best tight end in the NCAA, racking in 2,065 yards with 27 touchdowns. Crazy explosive season for me as far as football goes, but y'all know where my heart really is, and it's on that court. Season opener against Kansas got me a little nervous, I can't lie, but this is what I was made for. I was ready. This was my season to either win it all or lose it all. Getting my first 2 points from the line, and I wasn't trying to do too much. I wanted to get to know the team, but I'm coming off this screen, catching a 3. Back from half, and I'm looking to get the team going, backdoor cut, head above the rim, easy dunk. We got a 6-point lead. I'm pushing a fast break. They can't stop me. Tough layup at the rim. 4th quarter, and we're now fighting to stay in the game. Coming off the screen, playing me too low, I'm cashing out. Playing okay defense. Got us pushing a fast break, which leads to an easy dunk for me. But unfortunately, we fell to Kansas in my debut, and I can only blame myself because I was definitely holding back. But this next game, I had to insert myself more, and this game was against Pac-12 team Oregon. I know we got to make something shake here. Coming off the screen, easy jumper. Coming off another off-ball screen from down low, leaving me wide open. And you know that mini is going to fall all the time. Bringing the isolation from high school, and it's looking like light work. Making my way to the rim. Tough throwdown. Down by 4, late in a half. I'm looking to attack the basket as much as possible. No one is stepping in my way. A chance to tie the game up, and you know I'm about it. Tough take. Where my and one, ref? Helping out on the boards. You know I love using my speed in transition. Turns into me smashing on Goofy's head on the other end. Got this Oregon crowd shocked. Sizing my man up. Taking my time. Putting my head down. Throwing up some trash, and it actually goes in. But 30 points, 13 boards, and 3 assists is how we get this dub over Oregon. Got us sitting at 1-0 in conference play. We're looking good. Fast forward, and we got a tough matchup against Bama, and you already know what these guys are on, so I'm throwing down a quick one to get started. I know a lot of these guys from the AAU circuit, and they hoopers for real, so I can't take it easy in this matchup. 2nd quarter, we keeping that same energy, and bruh gotta get his weight up. I'm really a bully. His coach thought telling him to put a body on me was gonna help. I bullied that Goofy again. Easy leg. Back in my ISO bag. Sizing dude up. Broke him down. Oh my goodness. Attacking the rim is too easy. Unfortunately, I can't play every minute of the game. And somehow Bama went on a crazy run out of nowhere, and we're down big. Coming off the screen, I'm making tough shots tougher, but I know somebody needs to score out here. And at some point in a blowout, you just got to get in your head that you out here for yourself. I was at that point. Coming off the fast break where we actually played defense. Easy dunk. A few seconds left, and I'm not sure why my team won't attack the basket. It's okay. Give me the ball. I got it. It could all be so simple, but needless to say, I'm glad this one is over. We got slaughtered out there, and it was not a good look for me. Now, as you guys know, in this family, not a lot of us went to college, at least not my cousins that are around my age. I needed some guidance because we were losing big games and it was getting to me on a confidence level. I had to catch the family jet to Orlando because I needed to speak with someone who could understand what I was going through.
Baby Danji, how you been?
I'm going through it right now. Shit is not adding up for me in Colorado.
I've been peeping some of the games. You want advice or you just need to vent?
Nah, I'm here for advice. I need all the help I can get.
Keeping it 100 with you, you gotta stop worrying so much about the big name teams right now and focus on conference play. You gotta win the conference. That's the only way to save the season and get into the tournament in March.
Yeah, but I feel like if we don't win against the big names now, we won't stand a chance come March.
I feel that, but as of right now, you need to be the best player in Pac-12 and you need to win the Pac-12. You got all the talent in the world plus the height. It's like you and Ray. You know Ray can cook up when he wants to.
Damn, bro, I guess you right.
Hell yeah, I'm right. When you go back, I'm gonna need you to tap into that James mentality. You know the family pickup games go crazy and you know them fools not better than us. I'm gonna need you to stand on that.
Going off what Raiden said, I turned my focus to Pac-12 games, and this one right here against USC, I had to tee up. It's funny how my cousin Raiden just gave me advice, and now I'm going up against his old team and my uncle Lacrosse's old team. You know I'm jaying them up. That midi gonna fall 9 times out of 10, and I'm kind of hot right now. Only trying to get hotter. Coming up with a steal. Little reverse dunk on the other end. Coming right back down, I will not be disrespected. Goofy gotta step up on me. That's too easy. Backdoor off the screen, late pass, but I still come down with it. 17-7, I'm still going hard, fighting my way to the rim, tough layup, increasing the lead. The boys are actually D'ing up, so I'm just matching their energy. Taking it to the basket should have been an and one, but I'll take the points. Score got bad quick for USC. The whole team is locked in. Back doors are wide open. Another easy lob. Setting the screen for my guy. I'm popping out. My feet are set. You know that midi is always wet with me. Overall, explosive game from the team. I'm finishing with 24, 5, and 10. Smooth double-double to get the Pac-12 talking about me and the squad. It's that time to take over. Grandpa, I hate to do this to your team, your alma mater, but I gotta make something shake right now. Off the steal, easy lay. Sneaking behind my defenders. They not expecting me. Easy dunk. And y'all know I really play defense out here. Give me that. Taking 2 defenders, lose 1, tough lay on the other. Back from halftime and we're actually down, but I got a way to get the team back in it. And it's being aggressive. The team is really going for it and they are making tough plays on defense and my speed is unmatched as I go coast to coast for another easy dunk. I'm not sure what Goofy was doing, but I gotta let him cook. Getting the board, I push it up, but somehow I get the ball back and I'm pulling, no hesitation. A little space is all I need to get this shot off and they give me that midi. Wet, and that's that. Grandpa, again, I apologize for slaughtering your school like this, but I know you were rooting for me anyway. And we went on to win the conference just like that. No one could stop us that last stretch of the season. Pac-12 was in shock that Colorado came out of nowhere in the basketball world and took over. More hardware for your boy though. I won Pac-12 Player of the Year, Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, and then you know I had to double it, winning those same awards for the entire NCAA. Oh, and I can't forget Freshman of the Year honors as well. But we got to get into this tournament, and bro, they matched us up against a powerhouse team that had me worried. Out of all the teams in the world, the March Madness gods matched us up against Duke for the first round of the tournament. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't worried about my performance. It was really could my teammates keep up the pace. There was no room in my mind for doubt. I was ready for this moment. I was locked in, only focusing on the task at hand and how I could make the game easier for my teammates. Jump ball means it's about that time. My first 2 points came from the line and my team is doing just okay right now. Giving up the ball, I'm not letting them score on the other end. I need that. Pushing it back across the court, and you can see how intense this game is already. Defense is the key, I guess, because they keep trying me under this rim. I put that shit back in his face, and I'm not done. I'm really turned now, coming down on the other end rising up, catching a body. They had to know I'm coming with all that same energy that got us here. Speaking of same energy, these screens got me feeling like my grandpa. These buckets are just too easy. I'm cashing out. Now, y'all know I had to get my rest, but when I came back, the score was a little crazy, which means I'm coming off the bench getting even crazier. 2 goofies meeting me at the rim. I had to catch 2 bodies. Definitely not trying to make a first round exit, but if we do, they gotta know I gave it my all. Tough lay on the other end. And to me, that just means I'm not settling for shots. I'm using my bread and butter, and that's my athleticism, which propels me to the rim. Another monster body in this game. But it seems like the more buckets and the harder I play, the more Duke retaliates with their own buckets and tough play. No matter what I do, I just can't seem to break into this lead. It's going to take a better team. I know it. Like, I feel as if I'm wasting my time here in Colorado. Like, look at me switching hands like MJ in the air still. That's too easy for me. I can't help but think, what if I was on that Duke team? We would destroy any team in our paths. And I'm coming off this screen, pulling the 3. I'm giving my kisses to the crowd now because this might be my last game here. And if it is, I'm going out with a bang, letting the Colorado fans know what they're going to be missing next year. But I wasn't raised to give up in a game, and I fight until the horn sounds, and that's it. First round elimination, and my dreams are feeling crushed right now. And if I was to say I was feeling hopeful about coming back to Colorado, I would be lying. I'm really wrestling with the idea of what I should do. To be honest, I only really started loving football like a year and a half ago. Basketball is my life and majority of my family's lives. Do I stay in Colorado for the potential of the football team and allow my basketball career to suffer? Or do I hit the transfer portal, hang up the cleats, and go to a basketball team that I know is going to bring in the recruits to support what I got going on? I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comments, because this shit got me stressed out, and I'm tired of thinking about it and keep it a bean with you. But I'll catch y'all in the next one. Do I leave or do I go? That was the question, and you guys came through with your input in the comment section, and that helped a lot, because if it was up to me, I don't think I would have to tell you all what the decision would have been. But I will say, outside of you guys and me in my mind processing things, Coach Sanders gave me something to think about that really tilted the scales for me.
Incredible performance from you, Danji, and congratulations on your awards. You deserve them and so much more. Your grades are looking good. You're locked in on all levels, and I'm proud of you. But let's get into the nitty-gritty. Transfer portal is open, and I'm not begging you to stay. I'm just letting you know what I've got in store. Now, you know I've got the football side down, but when it comes to basketball, I'll give you a piece of advice. Your peers will more than likely listen to what you have to say and value it a tad bit more than a coach. Remember, they're your peers. So I would suggest reaching out to your peers and let them know you're looking to win a championship on the court. I too have sold some seasoned, some 5-year seniors that are hungry just like you, and they're coming up to the campus to visit, and I want you to be there to help show them around, and you can speak with them then.
So I did meet with some of the guys and had a Zoom with one guy in particular who turned out to be a 7'4" center that was in JUCO due to some academic issues, and he was looking to get to the NBA. Listening to his story, I could tell bro was really looking to make a difference on the court. I don't know why, but this was a big step in the right direction of me staying in Colorado after meeting the new guys and speaking with the giant on Zoom. All there was left to do was speak with Coach Prime about my final decision.
So what you saying, Danji? How do you feel about the direction you're headed right now?
I really appreciate you, Coach, and reaching out to those guys for the basketball side of things, but I'm still just a tad bit unsure.
Well, I want you to take some time and just remember you came into this knowing that you were going to create a legacy that would be remembered for eternity. If you've given up on that, then you need to think if you want to play football or not. If you're going to really do this, it's not going to be easy. If you want something easy, then play basketball. Dedicate everything you can to that, and you'll succeed easily. But if what your family has told me about you is true, which is you're resilient, then I know what you'll decide. Come see me whether you decide to leave or stay. I got something for you.
Man, don't y'all hate it when the OGs give you the game and you know it's the truth no matter how much you hate to hear it? Yeah, well, the dilemma was no more. I definitely was trying to take the easy route. I know I'm super talented at basketball and I'm okay at football, to me. But it would be so much easier to win a natty in basketball at a better team. But like y'all told me, I have a chance to make this my team, and that's what I'm going to do. Now, we starting the season ranked 22nd in the polls. We're down a score against Michigan State, and we're looking to score. I'm finding open space in the gap of the defense. The ball is underthrown, but I come down with it at the 32-yard line. First down from the 21, I'm running the easiest route, gaining 18 yards, taking us to the 3-yard line. Play right after that, I'm fighting to get open, but while doing that, the other tight end gets open, and that's our first points on the board. On 2nd and 7, I'm on the go route, and I don't get the ball, but Miller makes a crazy catch on the sideline. I'm missing the block, but we pick up major yards. 2nd and 20, I'm starting to see how many eyes are put on me at all times. Running my route, but the other tight end, Brent, comes up with the catch, getting us down to the 10. 2nd and 5 in the red zone, and I'm calling for the ball, but my guy Brent comes down with it again, breaks a tackle, and is in the end zone. Defense holds state to 3 points, and it's time to respond with a tutty, and I need one before we get out of here. Coming down with a huge run after catch on this play. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line, I'm making a move to the outside. Shadur places the ball where only I can get it, and it's my first of many touchdowns this season. 3rd and 7, I'm on my typical route. I'm going up to get the ball, and I end up getting smacked. I jump right back up, but I can't lie, I was feeling a little dizzy after that, and the big hits didn't stop, because after that, I'm going on a short route, and I immediately get smacked after I catch the ball. Not gonna cap with you, I was not like getting hit like this, bruh. But on 3rd and 6, we have a chance to go up on the scoreboard. Shadur working out of the pocket, throwing a dot to Jimmy for a tough touchdown, putting us up late in the game. Now 6 seconds left in the game and we're down 3. Coach and Shadur is looking at me to get open. Shadur sees I have a few steps on my defender and throws a prayer up. I go get it. I come down hard, but with my eyes closed, I'm still holding on to the ball. We send out the kicking team to tie this game up. Miracle play to keep us in this opening game of the year. Overtime, and State could only get 3. I'm trying to get off the field with a tutty. I'm running the best route I can. I find my way open and it's a foot race, and I'm smoking these goofies. Tutty, and that's game. Great throw from Shadur, even better play from Coach. First game, and I finished with 9 receptions for 256 yards. Jumping right into the next game against number 15 Penn State. This is a big one. 3rd and 9, I'm making it 10 yards and barely getting the first down, keeping this drive alive. Next play, all the way down at the 5-yard line, and right off the snap, Shadur is throwing a quick pass. I thought it was for me, but Dawson was right there to catch the ball, and that's a tutty. 3rd and 7 from the 22-yard line. Need this first to keep the drive alive. Jimmy comes down with a tough catch all the way to the 4-yard line. From there, coach is sending me on a fade, and you know I'm mossing, buddy. Too easy, and I'm in the end zone for a score this week. 4th and 6, we're down a score, and we have to score. No options. Shadur is waiting on me to get open. 3 guys around me, and I come down with it somehow, and it's a first down barely. 2nd and 10, Shadur making the adjustments in the backfield. I'm making my way to the empty part of the field, and it's a dot and another foot race, and you gotta know I'm taking off. They not catching me, and it's another tutty. 1st and 10, I'm moving in motion off the line quick. I'm thinking I'm getting the ball, but somehow Jimmy is getting dotted up. I try to get a block, but they bring him down at the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal, it's an easy out as I somehow get wide open, and it's a walk-in touchdown, and we're now up a score against Penn State. 4th and 6, I'm just getting to the open part of the field, coming down with the ball at the 46-yard line. After that, I'm exploding off the line, making the safe catch to get the first down. 1st and 24, some BS calls. Y'all know how that go, but I'm coming off the line full speed. I'm open, but the afterburners are not turning on, and I get caught at the 9-yard line. I still can block, don't forget it. As you see, I'm knocking on not 1 but 2 goofies on their back as we get into the end zone. This was a big win as we were ranked 20th right now, looking to take their spot. I had 9 receptions for 186 yards. Now, I've always heard SEC teams were the toughest out there, so let's see. 16th ranked Ole Miss, and I'm coming off the ball, making a tough catch, getting us down to the 45-yard line. Play after that is me again, coming up with the ball, and I can't break free. I'm taking right back down. 2nd and 10 from the 20. Same play, looks like, and I'm getting stopped right before I can cross the plane for a tutty. But the play right after that, Edwards walks right into the end zone, and we're on the board first. Tie game at 57 seconds before half, and I want the ball, so I'm getting off the line even in the rain. I'm not slipping. Shadura throwing a dot, and I'm out of there. Tutty. I swear, the more I play this game, the more I love it, and it's becoming easier and easier for me. Defense is doing a great job in the rain. I can't complain because I'm in my bag, hitting the gaps of the defense. Shadura again, even in the rain, puts the ball on the money, and I'm back in the end zone. Playing in the rain with the squad, and they can't be mad at us. We just having fun. But back on the field, and we have a chance to get up even more on the scoreboard. I'm off again. Probably should be running track for Colorado because these goofies are not catching me. SEC team who? Man, I'm not sure about SEC being the best conference in college football because we definitely sent them back to the locker room sick. And I had an even better night with 11 receptions for 321 yards. Yeah, I know it's crazy. So we moved up to the 10th spot on the top 25, and we're going against number 9 Michigan, and we need this win. On 2nd and 8, I'm hitting my favorite part of the field, picking up 21 yards on my first catch of the game. From the 31-yard line, I'm moving to the opposite sideline, picking up a huge gain, getting us to the 11-yard line. The play after that, Edwards gets the ball off the left side, virtually walks into the end zone. Defense is holding us down early on, and we're back on from the 27. Edwards getting the ball out of the backfield, and I'm laying goofies down before he's finally taken down at the 14. 2nd and 8 from the 13, they send to Jimmy, and Shadura throws it on the money, and that's another tutty on the night. And we go on to win another big game against a top 25 opponent, just like we've been doing all season, and I'm in disbelief. It was a tough night for me, only grabbing 6 receptions for 108 yards. Now, finishing out the season, we win the Pac-12 and all the same awards I won from the previous season. More importantly, it's time to get into the part of the season that matters the most, and it's honestly how we finish. We started great, now we need to have a great finish. Man, let's go ahead and get into these playoffs. Going up against the team that took us out last year, we definitely not trying to go out like that again this year. 4th and 2 from the 9-yard line, I run a perfect route and fall down into the end zone, but the play gets reversed. Instead, we get the ball at the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal after 2 unsuccessful attempts. Jimmy gets open on an easy slant, and we're first on the board in this game. Defense is shutting down State for the time being, and I'm on one as I get the ball on a dump down, breaking 2 or 3 tackles, and it's a foot race. Y'all already know when it comes to races, I'm winning them. Big tutty early in this game, trying to deflate State's momentum. Back on the field quickly before the half ends, Shadura is staring me down as I barely pick up the first down. 2nd and 6, I'm brushing the lineman to the side. No one can keep up with me in their zones, and I'm back in the end zone. It's about to be a long game for State if they don't step it up. Unfortunately for those guys, they never recover from our early lead, and we walk out of that stadium going to the next round of the playoffs. My performance that game was huge, but with small numbers, with 7 receptions for 149 yards. So we got to fast forward to the national championship where we've made it in, and this was for everything we worked so hard for this season. I'm starting off getting us past midfield down to the 34-yard line, and it's not looking good for Clemson. From the 18, I'm thinking tutty, but as soon as I get my hands on the ball and turn to take off, a Clemson player is knocking the wind out of me, something crazy. I couldn't breathe for real, but I had to shake it off. Play after that, from the 2-yard line was a breeze. Quick drop step for our first touchdown, and it feels good to strike first. Like I said, this is for everything, and I wasn't leaving without something. Clemson marched down the field, responded with a touchdown of their own, and we need to respond right back. I'm getting open for a few seconds. Shadura dots me up. Big game. 2nd and 5, Jimmy and I are open at the same damn time, but Jimmy grabs it for another big gain, and we're looking unstoppable. 3rd and 12, I'm not willing to settle for a field goal. Shadura telling me a quick slant, and I go for it, leaving me open to scoot in for another touchdown, putting us up in this competitive game. And just what we needed. Defense holds Clemson to 3, and we have an opportunity to increase our lead. 3rd and 3, Shadura is throwing a dangerous pass, but I trust him. I'm taking us down to the 28-yard line. The play after that, Clemson is looking tired, which means I can burn these guys if I have to, and I do it. No questions. I'm back into the end zone, putting us up 2 scores before halftime, and Clemson is starting to get real smelly on this field. For some reason, I always come back to bite my own words because this game is too close. Late in the 4th, and we need some separation as I cut out right, wide open, easy first down. Run game has been doing wonders for us, but on 3rd and 10, Shadura is throwing a quick dot to me, and it's up to me to fight the rest of the way, giving us the separation in this game we needed. And the rest is literally history. Unbelievable season, and what a way to cap it all off. Colorado, are your national champions, and I can finally say I was part of a college football team's history. Not only getting my first one, but Shador, Travis, Coach Prime, like we really did it for Boulder. Not only that, but I forgot to mention, my guy Shador won a Heisman as well. I can't stop smiling, bro. That season was one to remember. But you should already know what I'm about to say. And coming off a great season of football, I had to carry all that over to basketball, and those 5-year seniors that Coach Sanders wanted me to recruit came through. And bruh, these dudes were some animals. First game of the season versus number 10 Kansas, and I'm starting it off with a steal, giving it to one of the new recruits. He misses, but I'll miss the cleanup man with a nice putback. Let me introduce you to Barry out of Oklahoma, 5th-year senior. Dude is a lockdown defender, but he can get a bucket with the best of them. 7'4" Bryant Baylor out of Michigan grabs boards from the heavens. 5th-year senior as well. Easy transition bucket off his assist. We damn near have a whole new starting 5 this season, but the way we hooping is as if we've been longtime friends, as I'm throwing the lob to Bryant off the steal. Having players I can trust changed my role out here on the court. You see me moving without the ball, easy 3-pointer. And just look at the score, bruh. Back doors are wide open because defenders have to stay home because we're all threats. It might look like I'm stat padding, grabbing my own board off the tough miss, but it's a reverse dunk. Look at the big man bringing the ball up the court. I'm taking my time with it. Easy jumper. It's been a minute since basketball was this fun. Taking a baseline windmill and one, and I'm too lit. We already got these fans quiet in this arena and it's packed. Beat the brakes off Kansas. I scored 20, 4 boards, 6 assists, and 2 steals that opening night. And how do I tell you? The ass whoopings would continue. Pac-12 conference game against Oregon. Y'all know I had to play that D. That's how I'm feeling. But we were falling behind quickly, so I needed to bounce back before it's too late, making a tough lay at the rim. And don't get me wrong, although my team is totally new, I'm still the leader. If I want my team to step up, then I gotta lead by example. I gotta bring the intensity tonight. Even off the inbound, I'm calling for the ball, getting down the court, getting to the basket before my teammates can get down here, tying the game up. And the team is finally turning it on. Look at me, finessing an assist to Bryant. I'm really unstoppable when I have options. I'm late on defense, but the guys are fighting for the board with that sense of urgency. I'm rewarding their effort on the other end, getting a tough and one, and I can tell Oregon is over it already. Honestly, this game was over when my guys finally tapped in. As I'm putting my elbow in Goofy's chest, another easy basket, and I'm riding off that high, running, grabbing a board, and then going all the way coast to coast, monster dunk on the other end. Coming down, setting the screen for my guy, leaves me wide open in the corner, and I'm taking what they give me. It's no sportsmanship out of me this season. If coach doesn't want me to torch you, then he would take me out the game. Nice win from the fellas. I finished with 23, 5, and 3 with 1 steal and 1 block. We were looking to make light work of any team this season, and that includes number 5 ranked Bama. Like, why they disrespecting me? I'm cashing out, and I don't know what Bama was on tonight, but I can shoot that ball. Maybe I haven't been showing it enough, but it's another cash out from yours truly. And here we go again, wide open. Why not pull it? When I'm hot, I'm hot. What can I say? I'm the best player in the world, no kizzy. And look at my guy Brian, bullying Goofies in the paint, and that's an and one on the play, and we're dominating. Like, who's really going to stop us when my guys are playing defense like this, and I'm bullying on the other end, using my football strength to get to the rim. Falling for the screen again, because they got to respect that. But they need to respect his jumper as well. Calling for the screen this time. He goes under it. Y'all know my rules. I'm cashing out. Goofy didn't learn from the first time, and I'm cashing out again. Like, I can really shoot those consistently, bro. But can we peep the finesse on the fast break? I'm really shifty when I need to be getting to the rim. But another whooping on the board, this time taking out a top 10 team, and the rankings gotta put some respect on our name. I finished this game with 28, 7, and 8 and 1 block. But I know what you guys really want to see, and that's March Madness. Lucky for you, it's March, and the team was locked in something serious. They had been hearing my mouth all season about getting back to this point, and they knew I meant business. Me winning Pac-12 Player of the Year again, my guy Bryant passed me up and won NCAA Defensive Player of the Year this year. And I'm letting him cook, as long as he brings that same energy starting now. Before we get into any of that though, I gotta show y'all how we won this Pac-12 tournament, and it's against UCLA. Grandpa, my bad, but I gotta do these guys dirty again. Let me show y'all how my eyes work though. I'm penetrating the D, but Goofy won't mind his business in the corner, and that's a bucket. The guy's playing defense, and I'm waiting on the outlet pass. Hit him with the hus. Should have been an and one, but it's okay. We gonna dog these dudes out. And I spoke too soon again. Coming back from half, it's a tie game, but I'm feeling the stroke tonight. And y'all know the rules. He goes under, I'm firing that bit. Playing that D for real, for real. I'm going on a fast break. I'm trying to jump out the gym with this one. Big dunk got Boulder out they seats. Off the inbound, coming off the screen, I'm feeling it again, even with a hand in my face. The jumper is good. Any hopes that UCLA might have right now, I'm trying to take it all away, getting the crowd in this game. But again, the team was a little sluggish when I sat down, but I'm back now. Goofy missing free throws, taking his lead for granted. I'm on the other end throwing it down. And since my team can't do it, I can. Calling for the screen, using that football string, fighting to the rim. I don't need that and one. On the fast break, I'm pushing it. Let me get it right back. Still disrespecting me, I'm pulling it. You might as well cash me out. I'm in my zone, not looking to pass the ball. Stop asking for it. Head down, he moving out of the way because I'm taking off. Looking to put the nail in the coffin, calling for the screen. I see him backing up already. I'm pulling and turning away from it. I know it's money. And that was that. I'm the #1 college basketball player for a reason, and I just proved it. Cashed our ticket to the tournament, and that was just the beginning. Final 4 game against Providence, and these goofies are standing in the way of me in that national championship. This is one of those games folks gonna remember forever. Block on one end, and my other 5th-year senior coming through with a tough slam. I'm not nervous. I'm locked in. Tunnel vision. Already cashing out my first 3 of the game. And if it wasn't clear enough, they're still going under the screens and I'm still pulling. Showing up late to defense, luckily he misses. I can't afford to give up easy buckets, and I'm using my speed, brushing past the defender for the dunk. Bro, we are up by 20, and you're about to see why. Created my own shot, looking like my granddad, fading in the corner, and it's a bucket. And I wasn't done tormenting these goofies as I sit back, waiting patiently. Ball handler, look in my direction, which means I'm taking this one all the way back. Might need to switch to defense one year during football season, but we smutted these boys out. They weren't ready. Definitely had an easy roll here, and it showed. We're moving on to that natty game, and I wanted it bad. National championship game against Syracuse, and it's been a minute since these guys have been here. Time to take advantage of their overexcitement. Putting my speed on display, blowing past my defender, and I'm taking off. This might be another easy one. But again, y'all know I'm really the defensive player of the year. Brian only won it because he got mad blocks, but look at me in the lanes, taking one with me. Tough shot at the rim, tie game, moving off the ball, finding a little space, and I'm cashing out from 3. 2-point game after coming back in from the bench, calling for the screen from Big B, who makes it dumb easy for me to attack the rim. Again, I'm really a ball hawk, and I'm seriously might switch to defense coming up with another steal. Syracuse is trying to stay in this game, but when I got sharpshooters like my 5th-year senior Macy, it gets hard to do that. It gets even worse when I'm wide open, casting jumpers like I'm at shoot-around. And honestly, at this point, I'm just toying around with these goofies. Cash me out again. And before you know it, the game was over. We did it, guys. We turned this basketball team into a contender, but not only a contender, but a winner. I'm proud to say I was a huge contributing factor to bring a natty to Boulder on the field and on the court. And I would join a small list of players to win a national championship in 2 sports in college. Although it's not a rare thing to do, you don't see it happen too often. The level of commitment it takes to be dedicated to 2 sports was a lot to handle. And not to mention keeping your grades up with the high demand from your respective sports. But I did it. Question is, what do I do next? I've completed what Coach Prime said I could. Now I need y'all's help again. Do I stay for another run at it, or do I enter the NBA draft? Y'all let me know down in the comments, and we gonna make something shake. I turn to you guys for guidance, and this is how you repay me? Huh? Funny how you guys made this an even tougher decision than it needed to be. question was, do I stay another year or enter the NBA draft? I've grown to love football, but basketball has always been my number one. But for some reason, football is creeping in at number 2, and although you guys suggested that I enter the NBA draft, it wasn't the easiest decision to make to potentially walk away from football. I talked to my pops, the twins, my grandpa, I talked to everyone, and they all said it was a decision I had to make. Then you guys couldn't give me a clear decision either. I literally flipped a coin. Hey Siri, flip a coin. And literally off a coin flip, I'm headed to the NBA draft. Now, after winning a national championship, my last name, I was ranked high among the draft picks. Unfortunately, anybody looking for my pops in the league, this dude is in a wheelchair for the next year. But the twins were still here, but broken up. In a surprise twist, Ray got the bag and went to Houston. Raiden got an even bigger bag and went to Indiana. And my uncle Bayou decided to hang it up and retire. Me, on the other hand, I was drafted to the San Antonio Spurs, and it was going to be an interesting season. Now, this team wasn't what y'all were thinking. If you remember from my twin cousin story, Victor Wembanyama played with my uncle Bayou. James Harden decided to come this way, and there was going to be a lot more interesting trades happening throughout the season. It gets wicked. I'm starting off the game getting straight to the basket, my first points as an official NBA player. Now, you know I gets busy on defense, and the GM and the staff let me know that's why they were so excited to get me on the team. And coming into an atmosphere that cultivated that same intensity had me ready to go. As I'm getting a steal, another tough lay at the rim. The game was coming easy to me as I'm getting a back door just like I used to in college for the easy bucket. Out on transition and I'm in my zone, going for the 3 instead of the lay or dunk, and it's wet. I don't get ISOs a lot, but when I did, I was going to take full advantage of it, walking through the lane for a dunk. Again on transition, I'm making the game look too easy as a rookie, getting back to the rim. Back doors are still open for me, or it's just my speed, because I'm back at the rim and my efficiency is through the roof. ISO on the fast break gets me to the rim on a tough layup over Colin Sexton. Another backdoor play, and I'm trying to get fancy at the rim and almost missed that dunk. Big block on the play, and I'm running the court. Easy bucket on the other end. And the final score was embarrassing for Utah, but for my debut, it was amazing, scoring 24 points and 8 rebounds. Now, unfortunately, that's where our success was stopped before we went on a 10-game losing streak. And I noticed from those games we lost that we were losing on the boards terribly. Now, if you all remember, I had some fifth-year seniors come in and help us win a natty at Colorado. And a few of those guys actually entered the NBA draft and went undrafted, but 2 of them were in the G League. And somehow I convinced the coaching staff and GM to give 2 of them 10-day contracts to see how they could change the culture here along with me. It was a tough sales pitch, but we got it done. Not only that, somehow Paul George was added to the team, and this team was looking stronger than ever. So with this new team, new everything, we got our first real test against Denver. This wasn't going to be an easy one, but I'm ready to fight. Right off the tip, I'm taking it right to Michael Porter Jr., getting a tough one to go. Getting a board and being able to outlet it to Paul George is crazy to say in my rookie year. Calling for the screen from my old teammate, getting him his first points in the league felt amazing. Now I'm moving without the ball, getting to the basket. It's crazy how much more space it feels like it is on this court in the league compared to college. Immediately attacking Terry Rozier off the dribble. He's too small, easy bucket. Off ball screen from PG, I'm able to show off my ability to stretch the floor. Great assist from James. Spin, creating space, then hit another spin for more space around the basket, getting us the lead, and the Nuggets need a timeout, and we all feeling like the man at this moment. Tough shot from my former teammate, but it's okay. I'm on the board with a ridiculous putback. Coming down the court, I'm in my zone. We're down 4, and I'm looking to turn us up one time, and I do that, catching Jokic slipping in that paint, and now he knows not to stand there, and I'm really like that. Backdoor again and another lob, but we're still losing this game. No matter what we did, we couldn't catch back up. I'm taking my time here, calling for the screen, and I finally get a good shot up, but it's a little too late. 7 seconds left, and PG is finding me for a tough layup, making this a 2-point game, but we just ran out of time and end up losing a close game we should have won. But I think we learned a lot from that L. Further along in the season, it's next game against the Celtics, and it's my job to shut down JT, and I'm starting with a block. Moving on transition, I get the dunk for the home team. Down by 5 in the third quarter, I haven't been showing up like I usually do. Coming off the screen, cashing out a 3. I got playing great defense at the rim and getting the board, pushing it up to me, and I'm attacking the rim. Keeping the team involved, calling for the screen, lobbing it to Brian for a quick bucket. Long board here, but we come down with it. Pushing a fast break, JT trying to take a charge, goofy, reverse dunk. Now my shots aren't falling the way I want them to, so I'm being patient, waiting for PG to come around, and he cashes one out. But none of that matters because at the end of the game, we take an embarrassing L at home, and to make it worse, at this moment, the new team is not looking like the team we expected it to be. I finished the game with 16 points and 7 assists with 2 blocks. Here we are at All-Star Weekend, and it came and went, honestly. I wasn't too interested in the festivities just because I was hyper-focused on getting back to the regular season. But shout out to the Twins and I as we make it into separate All-Star teams, Raiden on his side and Ray and I on the other side. It was a fun time for sure, but let's get back to business. And it starts with Raiden and his new team in Indiana. Bruh, it's so weird seeing him on this team because they just won a ring in Orlando like 2 years ago. But even though we family, I gotta give him that work. Already starting off with a backdoor, I'm throwing one down, letting Indiana know it's 2 James boys in this building. Big rebound from Brian, and I'm taking off using my speed. Cuzzo hawking me down, but I throw down a tough one either way. And they need a timeout. Pushing a fast break, I see James out the corner of my eye, and he's throwing one down easily. Off the fast break, Raiden is left open, easy bucket every time. Moving without the ball, some confusion from Indiana leaves me open in the paint, reverse dunk off vert. Raiden working down low, getting off ball screens, coming around wide open, easy 3-pointer, and this is a crazy game so far. It's 28-35, we're trying to get back into this game. I'm going in, using my football strength, getting a score. Time running down on the shot clock, somehow Raiden gets open and knocks down a tough jumper. Fast break. And someone didn't keep an eye on Raiden as he comes in strong on the dunk, and he's teed up and not planning on slowing down. It's the 4th quarter and we need quick buckets, and I'm fighting to get to the rim. Layup goes in. Raiden throws up a duck, and I'm taking it off to the other end, screaming for the ball as I throw it down aggressively. Buddy Hill throwing up some more trash, and I'm taking off again. And he can't keep up with me as I take off towards the rim, throwing it down. Calling for the screen from Bryant. Buddy goes underneath, and I'm cashing out for a 3-pointer. We needed that one. Now we're down 2 points. I'm in my zone, and I'm trying to get in Buddy's pockets, and I do it. Give me that. Throwing a tough one down over Raiden, tying this game up, and it's another timeout. Indiana is not looking good at the moment because when we came back from the timeout, they gave it right back to Buddy Hill. And I'm taking it off him again. And I'm attacking the rim with a reverse dunk, and I got this place too quiet. And that's game. We end up winning by 3, sending Cuzzo home with an L. And I put up 24, 4, and 4. That was a crazy game against Cuzzo. I definitely enjoyed the matchup. And the rest of the season went about like that. And unfortunately, Ray's team didn't make it to the Western Conference Finals, where we're going to pick up the rest of the season against none other than the Golden State Warriors, where we are already down 2-0. Coming into the stadium, you could tell they were looking to sweep us, but veterans on our team and the hungry youth, bro, we were not going out easy. Game 3 though, I was getting locked up, I can't lie. Calling for the screen. I missed the first one, but the second one I get to drop, putting us down by 1. Fast forward, I'm getting more aggressive, attacking the rim. Should have been an and 1, but we'll take it. I just keep putting my head down, getting to the rim, and it's starting to work for me. I'm doing it again, and my strength is really starting to show as I throw one down to quiet this Golden State crowd. I got Steph on me, and I'm trying to bully this team as much as possible. Getting to the rim again, tough lay, but it wouldn't be enough. I turned it on way too late in this game, and we actually go down 3-0, losing by 10. And I know what I need to do going into game 4. So it's game 4, bro. You can feel the intensity in the air, and I was locked in. Not only was I locked in, but everyone else as well. You see me coming off the ball screen. I'm not looking to shoot it, putting my head down and getting to the basket. But this style of gameplay would come back to bite me in the ass as I'm picking up my second foul, which will put me on the bench until the second quarter. Another backdoor trying to keep Clay off me. It's an easy one, throwing down a reverse dunk. Now we're up 3, slight ISO, and I find a lane, rising up with a crazy windmill to get the team back going. Backdoor again. I'm taking my time because we're up, laying the ball in, and we back on defense. Golden State trying to throw a lob, but it won't work. Bryant getting a stop, and we out. Tough layup on Clay. Should have been a foul. 4th quarter and the score is looking crazy. Coming up with this still flashy dunk on the other end. Then I turned around and did it again because I'm really in my bag at this point. This time a tough lay on the other end. Jogging up the court, I'm really trying to humiliate these goofies at their home court. They gotta clear the paint because I'm taking off. And I would really shut the crowd up, knocking down a wide open 3 and then coming back with a tough lay because I'm showing no sportsmanship. I'm really trying to get under their skin. And that's game. Completely destroyed these goofies by 41. and this is me letting Golden State know it's up from here. Game 7, I'm starting a little slow, but I'm coming up with an on-ball steal, passing it up, and end up getting a crazy contact lob at home, and I got the fans on their feet. 2 people guarding me. I'm used to this. Blow by, easy lay at the rim. Again, you know I play that D, coming up with the steal in the lane, easy dunk on the other end. And you know the goofies tried me again, getting the steal yet again. This time, stunning my defender, slamming it down. Fast break, and I'm looking at the rim this time. I get held, but I'm powering through and getting the and one. Coming off the off ball, I think they know to stay out my way as I'm coming down that lane. Another tough layup. It's a 4-point lead, and I gotta stay aggressive. Putting my head down again, bullying in the paint. And at this point, Golden State is just standing around, and I'm taking advantage as I'm throwing down another dunk on the other side of the rim, and that's game. We came back down 3-0 in this series, and the saying is true. Only the strong will survive, and we did just that. We won it here, and now it's time to take the NBA Finals by storm. Bro, and the story gets crazier because y'all know how tough the West is, and Cleveland somehow made it out of the East, and I don't have to tell y'all, but we're up in the NBA Finals 3-1, and trust me, we're going for the kill tonight. Starting the game, coming off a down screen, cashing out the 3 easy buckets. On the fast break, I'm turning on the Jets, and that's another easy bucket on the other end. Great defense from the guys, and I'm leaking out, fighting my way to the rim, using my athleticism, end up throwing one down over 2 defenders. Nice little ISO. I'm working my way back to the basket, tough lay. Should have been an and one, but I'm not complaining. Saw some my man coming down the court, thought I was going to get a good take, end up missing. Grabbing my own board though, going right back up with it. It was a tough 2 points, but we lit in San Antonio. A fast break, and I'm leaking, crossing my guy up, back at the rim, easy dunk. Try to get a board, but Bryant got it. We turning on the Jets though, getting down the court, quick rising up, head above the rim, big dunk, and I got the arena shaking after that one. I'm not letting up, blowing by my guy, again, throwing down another dunk, and I'm not letting the crowd sit down. Donovan Mitchell really tested my gangster down low. He takes it up once, I'm blocking that. The second time, I'm blocking it again. Like, come on, bruh. I really like that. Killing this goofy on the ISO, spinning it off, getting a lay, and they cannot hold me. And just like that, I won an NBA title my rookie year with some of the guys from Colorado and some strong vets on the team. Y'all knew this was going to happen, and I appreciate you all's advice. Needless to say, me and the boys, we living it up tonight. Hello?
Danji, congratulations on that NBA title, baby.
Coach Sanders?
Yeah, it's me. But the better question is, are you ready to make history again?
You know, only a select few can come out here and catch fish with me. You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
You are definitely one of the select few to do many things. You making history right before my eyes, and I love that for you.
Hey, I appreciate you, Coach.
I know you missed it.
Miss what?
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
It's time for you to come back home. It's been calling your name, and you've been denying it. It's time to come on back to where your heart wants you to be.
But how? I just signed a 2-year deal worth a lot of money. I'm not sure they're going to let me just walk away.
Well, I've been talking to your family, and there's definitely a way to do it. If Michael Jordan can walk away after winning 3 in a row, I'm sure you can walk away after 1.
You right.
But that's only if you want to. And just know you have your family and my support no matter what you decide.
I would ask you guys what you think about the situation, but you clicking on this video, I'm assuming you already know what I decided. I'm also going to decide to skip all the drama of me retiring from the NBA after 1 season and get straight to what we're all here for. Needless to say, I got straight to work. As you know, the diet and exercise required for each sport is different, and I had to get ready for the combine. Coach Prime wanted me to slide to pro day, and y'all know the media coverage was insane. First stop was the draft combine, where I linked up with longtime family friend Ocho, who had been training me for a while, which is why I run the routes the way I do, so huge shout out to him. Then I slid back to Colorado for the pro day, and here are my results. Numbers don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. Not only was I the fastest tight end out there, I was the highest jumper as well, and my strength wasn't too shabby. 26 and 27 reps. I'm not weak by any means. Still, with all that, I was projected to go second or third round, and I wasn't upset. Shocked, but not upset. I knew whatever team took a chance on me, they would reap the benefits immediately, because I was hungry and eager to get back out on the field. Draft night couldn't come quick enough, and there's no need for theatrics at this point, but to everyone's surprise, I was drafted first round, third overall to the Washington Commanders. You can't say you know a two-sport athlete drafted in the first round, top 3 picks in both respected sports. Go ahead and crown me, my guy. And none of this would be possible if it wasn't for Coach Sanders, who pulled up like he said he would. I'm forever grateful to that man of God right there. His faith in me brought me to this point, got me to break records and create history, and that was the goal all along. Respect to Coach Sanders, but one thing I can do without is all the media and all the time I had to spend answering questions, taking pictures. Like, this was a big deal. I'm not sure if y'all knew that or not, but it was finally time to talk about something I had a little bit more interest in, and that was money. The numbers look great. 15.9 million for 4 years sounded so good. That's roughly $4 million a year. And the cherry on top was the crazy $24.8 million signing bonus, and that money is guaranteed. Not to mention, I've been plugged in with Nike since my basketball contract, and I got a new one specifically for football. So life is beyond great right now. But enough yapping, let's get into the season opener against the Giants. They already have 7 on the board, and we trying to match that. But look at the blocks as we pick up a huge gain on the ground. Play right after that, I'm going for a quick slant, catching my first pass for a gain of 6 yards, and I'm feeling good. 3rd and 8, we need to keep the chains moving, and the middle of the field opens up for me, and I'm catching this one getting smacked by like 3 dudes, and I'm feeling the pain as I'm slow to get up after that one. But we got to keep it pushing, and from the 3-yard line, Rodriguez is going to walk into the end zone, giving us our first tutty of the season. Back on the field, 3rd and 10, this rain got a little chill to it, and I'm not liking this, but I go 10 deep, slanting across the field, and I'm catching this one safely, not trying to get popped no more. 3rd and 2, and I gotta stop being a little bitch, so I'm going out for the dump down, and I actually get the ball running full speed ahead, making one guy miss to get the first, and I'm out of bounds after that. 2nd and 10 from the 31, and we really got some weapons here in Washington. Adding me was the cherry on top, as my guy Terry comes down with the ball, falling into the end zone, and we're tying this game up yet again. Defense gets a stop, and I'm looking to get my first tutty of the season out of the way. So from the 35-yard line, I'm just running my regular route, and I find my way open, and I dive right into the end zone for my first score of my professional football career, and this feeling is like none other. Like, scoring in basketball is common to me. I've been doing that all my life, but this is something different, and the good vibes don't stop there. Look at the lead blocks. I'm knocking grown men off their feet, making a way for my running back to pick up some big yards. But on 2nd and 1, I'm putting the league on notice. QB sending me on a go route, and I'm gone. Zooming off the line, my speed is unmatched, wide open for another tutty, and that's 2 on my debut in the NFL. Celebrating with my guys in the end zone, and we own one. And that's the end of the game. And that's the end of that game. My debut was definitely one to remember, as I got an early call off the field. I finished with 6 receptions for 114 yards. Moving further ahead in the season, we got Philly this evening, and we know Philly can score the ball. I'm starting getting my first catch for a big game. We're looking to attack quickly and often. From the 19-yard line, QB got 2 great options on my side of the field, and he chooses Dotson, getting us down to the 9-yard line. Immediately after that, it's an easy pitch and catch to Terry, who's in the end zone yet again. As you can see, we've been sticking to the game plan, as you can tell by the scoreboard, but I'm about to take it to a whole nother level as I'm coming off the line. Terrible coverage from the defense, and it's a race, and you know how this ends every time on any level. I'm to the crib with this one. 94-yard touchdown, and I'm making the team look good with this one. You know, I had to hit the backflip in the end zone, showing these birds I'm really him. Smooth and easy win. It was a dominant one. This was one of those games in the middle of the season that let me know we were on to something special out here in Washington. I finished with only 3 receptions, but they were for 120 yards. This next game was against Dallas, and a little back information about this one. We already took an L to them earlier in the season, and it was so embarrassing, bro. So the team had made up in our mind that this wasn't going to go the same. Not at home. And let me tell y'all, this one was a shootout. It's 3rd and 10. Dallas is already on the board. I'm not seeing any space, and I'm being a natural born playmaker, finding open space so my QB can make a throw. First and a lot more down at the 32. From the 7-yard line, I want the ball. QB told me to go up and get one, and you know I can jump out the stadium. Goofy tried to meet me there, but I'm too high, and he can't do nothing but watch as I come down with it in a tutty, matching Dallas's opening drive. Trust me, chat. This is going to be a wild one. 4th and 2 from the 17. Peep the blocking skills. I'm really like that. Off the edge, I'm jamming my assignment up, which leaves plenty of room for Robinson to walk into the end zone. And now Dallas got to match us as we go up a score. And I spoke too soon because Dallas definitely matched. And now we need to get back up. 2nd and 8. I thought I had a lot of empty space in the middle of the field. I look up, catch the ball. Next thing you know, I'm on my back. Welcome to the NFL moment, but y'all know me. I'm popping right back up, even though that shit hurt. From the 5-yard line, these goofies running a whack-ass zone, and I sneak by for the easy tutty. And as I told y'all, this was going to be one of those games. But bruh, it's 21-21, and we not even at half. But we are trying to score before we go into the locker room. And with 24 seconds left in the game, I'm running the perfect route, getting us the first, and coach calls the last time out. QB wants me to go get one and tells me to adjust at the line because it was coming in hot. I take off. They know I'm getting it. And somehow, over 2 defenders, I come down with the ball, and it's a last-second tutty. What a freaking throw from the QB who put the ball on the money. What a game, dog. I couldn't do nothing but dance on that one. But the madness doesn't stop there. Back on the field after half, I feel like a new man. The zone that Dallas is running is super ass. Safety doesn't know who to pick up, and Goofy chooses wrong. I'm catching the ball at midfield and sprint the rest of the way, paying homage to Coach Prime as I score another one. And just to get some get back, we won another one. 3rd and 6 from the 20. I'm open on that same route again, and I got the crowd rocking, humiliating this Dallas team. But Dallas would find themselves back in this game, and we don't want a close one. On 3rd and 6, I run the perfect route, getting the first and some before stepping out of bounds. When coach calls me for the lead block, you know I'm trying to lay folks out, and you see what I'm capable of. Robinson just following me all the way down to the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal, Robinson couldn't punch it in, so we run a simple route that Dallas just can't keep up with, and we back on the boards. No sportsmanship. We want this win in the most disrespectful way possible. And I do believe we accomplished that today. Major home game win against Dallas, who just happened to be the #1 team in our division. I finished with a staggering 12 receptions for 266 yards. And big games like that is what we would find ourselves doing more than not the rest of the season. With Dallas being the #1 team in our division, we would proceed to beat them again for the division championship. And as far as season awards go, I would win NFC Rookie Offensive Player of the Year, which was huge. Now my QB won MVP, and you know he thanked me over and over again for that award, because alone he threw to me for 1,185 yards for 14 touchdowns. And now it's playoff season, the most wonderful time of the year. Let's get into this NFC Championship game against big dogs out of San Fran, and this defense was going to be a tough one to beat. We want to strike fast and have no empty possessions, and we worked our way down to the 47-yard line, and on 2nd and 9, I turned my speed on, going right at the defense, finding my gap, and it's off to the races, and you know the results. They can't hold a candle to me. Y'all seen the numbers. I ran a 4.3 twice, officially. It's on the records. Who else doing it like me? I honestly believe that play really got San Fran off their game, because we not checking back in until the bottom of the 4th, and the score is 10-17 for now. We really only pushing the issue now because the score was too close. Shout out to my guy Terry putting his stamp on this game. But again, I run my mouth too soon, and San Fran trying to make this a game. On 3rd and 10, it's only a 1-score lead for us. I'm turning on the reserves. QB throws up a prayer because he got smacked, but I go get it because it's a dud, but it leaves me open, and it's a miracle touchdown play to put some space in between us, and we're walking off the field as NFC champs headed to the Super Bowl. My 3 receptions for 137 yards really made more of a difference than it looks on paper. And if you told me I would be here Super Bowl Sunday against one of the best teams to ever do it, damn near unbeatable when it comes to the Super Bowl games, Kansas City Chiefs, I wouldn't believe you. But here we are. It's time to write our name down in American football history, and even bigger for me. If I can win this game tonight, that would be historical. I shouldn't have to say it, but Kansas starts off with a quick touchdown to get the game started, and it's going to be a long night for our defense, but we're looking to give them some rest as I come up with a sliding catch to get a first down. We're going to need all hands on deck for this one. Every play matters, and the QB is in the backfield making a proper read, sending me on an out route, wide open, big yards, taking us down to the 29-yard line. Play right after that, QB is throwing a quick one to Terry, who was hoping to get into the end zone, but he's brought down quickly at the 3. And from the 3, big blocks from me and the squad as Robinson dives into the end zone, knocking a player over. Intentions are high after that, but it was funny as hell at the moment. I wouldn't believe it if I wasn't there, but defense gets us stopped, and we got the ball on the 32-yard line. Second down, and I'm telling my guys in the huddle, I'm ready to test this defense. Just throw me one, and I'm going to get it. He trusted me because when that ball came in the air, I came down with it, and it all happened so quickly because the defense was not ready, and that's my first touchdown in the Super Bowl, and it felt way too good. Almost better than winning my NBA title. Almost. Now, maybe scoring that quickly wasn't the best idea because the defense folded quickly and we're back before half, but I'm in my zone, calling for any and every pass, and I'm coming down with it every time. 1st and 10 from the 49, I'm telling my guy, throw that bit up, coming off that line at the speed of light. Safeties don't matter. I'm catching another pass for major yards, and we're looking to score before half. 3rd and 6, time is winding down. I'm making the conscious decision to get open no matter what. That plan actually works out, getting us down to the 3. Coach calls a timeout. And on 2nd down, Dotson is the man of the hour as he breaks away for the quick pitch and catch for the tutty. Now it's time to head into that locker room to see how we could build on that first half. Now it's 4th quarter, and we have an uncomfortable 3-point lead. I'm going out for a screen play that we don't run too often, but it's enough to get a first down and keep this ball away from Kansas City. And that's all we're trying to do, is run that clock out and keep the ball away from Kansas City. But if we have to score, we will as we get into the red zone, which leads us to 3rd and 4 from the 9-yard line. And the play just worked too well. And I'm back in the end zone for my 2nd touchdown of the game and the nail in the coffin for the Kansas City Chiefs. And when I say we did it, chat, we did it. Somehow, some way, the Washington Commanders have won their first Super Bowl under this name, and I'm going down in history books forever as the first 2-sport athlete to win a national championship in football and basketball while in college, and an NBA title and a Super Bowl. I guess this is what being a James is all about, huh? And speaking of being a James, you know my story doesn't end here, because the problem with being a 2-sport athlete in these 2 sports specifically is I really can't play them at the same time. I also can't continue to retire and unretire from either of these sports to play the other. It's a tough decision to make. Either way, if you want to see my journey continue, be sure to go and subscribe to YG's other channel, Back to the Basics, to see me and my family's stories continue. Either way, I made history. I'm going down as the greatest to do it. Thanks for watching my story.